Hey guys, I'm going to give a quick tutorial on how to build a website. I know that it's a little daunting with like having to pick a server provider and a DNS server provider. The DNS is super easy, just Google it really quick. Um, just pick somebody, it doesn't really matter. But for the actual server hosting is a lot more important, and I know money is tight for a lot of us. So I'm going to be using AWS Lightsail. It's $3.50 a month. And I'll show you why. So, alright, we're going to get started for free. So they give you 30 days to do a bunch of other stuff, but that doesn't really apply here. Anyway, so you're going to create your account. You're going to create a custom account name, and then you're going to sign in with it, and then fill out the rest of the information. It's going to ask you for your credit card information to verify a dollar and your phone number. So once you get signed into it, you should be greeted with this. Now, it took me about another 5 minutes to actually have permissions to create the instance. If you're like me and impatient and end up over here on this and don't know how to get back, you just click on Light Sail. Alright, so you click on Services, you click on Light Sail, and you go right back to it. So we're going to create an instance. So this is actually creating our web server right here. So we can choose from Linux and Windows. However, Linux is $3.50. Windows is $8 a month. Um, Trust me, using Linux is fine. It's super easy. You have to do 2 commands and you don't touch it again. So I'll show you guys. So this comes in default with WordPress 5.1. We'll be updating that immediately. But if you just want to use Ubuntu, then or whatever your favorite Linux is, then obviously you can do that. But for now, we're just going to do this with WordPress already installed. So I'm going to name this my test site. Create the instance. Cool. So while that is pending, we are going to go ahead and set up a static IP address for our domain. Remember, we needed to match a name to an IP address. So this is where we're going to create that IP address to map it to. So we're going to create one real quick. Don't worry about the name. Cool. So we have an IP address, but we're going to need to attach it to an instance. So obviously our instance isn't done yet. So we're going to keep refreshing this. Cool. Alright, so it's running now. So let's go attach that real quick. Manage test site that we just created. Attach. So we now have an IP address to our website. Now, you actually can just go to this. But we're not going to go to it quite yet. So we're going to console into it. This may not work because it does take a few minutes to fully start up, even though it says running. It's not fully powered on yet. If you want all this directions as well, you click help over here. I'm sorry, actually, let's go to networking again. That's fine. Alright, console, Still not fully powered on yet. When it gets fully powered on, we can actually go to our website. Oh, perfect. It's already up. So we can see over here, this is your website. Da-da-da. But we can't log into it yet. So we go log in, we see the password, it's going to be user, but we still got to get the password. So that's why I've been sitting here trying to connect to this. Cool, we're in. Alright, so for this, we're going to do a cat command, which just basically means look at the file and get the information from it. And Bitnami is the custom running WordPress software. So, cool. So there's our password. Oops. This you're going to have to right click and click copy. Alright, cool. Now, at this point, we're going to go off the script a little bit. And all we're going to do is do this. And we are going to be updating all of our software that is on. Oh, sorry. So we got to do a sudo command. That is basically run as administrator. Cool. So we're updating everything. So click yes. All right. So unlike Windows, we have to manually update everything. We do this one command, and everything is getting updated. So while that is updating, let's throw him in the corner over here. We can go back over here. So manage. Oh, we're already logged in, right? So paste our password. Awesome. So you're logged in. Now the first thing I'll do is obviously update WordPress software. Once this finishes, which it has, so we can actually just go ahead and exit out of that. Alright, so okay, we're gonna update this. Click update now. And this will once again take a couple minutes. So, but we can still go ahead and mess around with it. It says 5.1, but in a few minutes it'll be 5.2.2. So the first thing I always do is come in here. We want to get rid of the default user, right? Because we know that everyone knows that the default is this. So I'm going to create an add new user. You're going to type in your real email address and make sure it's administrator. Once you create it, you go to your actual email, confirm it, log out, log back in with your new administrator profile, and delete the user one. So then we are going to set up Jetpack. Once again, this is going a little bit more about security at this point. Yep. Cool. So, yep, this is a blog, right? So let's say you want to set up a business in photography. This doesn't really matter, I don't believe. All right, so start with free trial. Continue. All right, so this is giving you a checklist. All right, so we want to monitor. Basically, want to send a notification if our website ever goes down. We want to obviously prevent malicious blog intents. When your website is ready for users, you can click here. Okay. We want to automatically update all of our plugins. This is super important. So update all the plugins. Then site accelerators. So let's set that up. So we're going to speed up loads. If you have a lot of images, you might want to do this. It just allows you to only load images that the user is looking at or about to look at. So I'm going to leave mine off because mine's not going to have that many pictures. Cool. All right, so I turn that off and we are done. All right. So we are going to go back. Sorry, give me a second here. Okay, we're just going to go back to this. All right. Anyway, so we're back here. And one of our plugins, if you noticed earlier, couldn't update. So we can update it here. Cool. Alright, so at this point, we have updated our Linux server, we have updated WordPress, and we have updated all of the plugins. And we have deleted the default user. Now, what we need to do is actually edit our website. So, let's do, first thing is themes. So, we have our themes we can update. I'm going to click on this one. It's nice and shiny. So, we're going to activate that. Update it. Okay, so visit site. And now you can see this already looks a lot better. We haven't even done anything yet. So site identity. So this is test site tagline. Just delete that. If you want, you can create a site icon. I didn't particularly like it with it. Just puts a picture right here, but it already has a nice, pretty picture in the background. So let's make it a dark website. Now, anyways, this is this is where you're going to be entering a new photo if you want to change the background. So we can add new image, select files. Let's see, let's go to one of my pictures on my thing. There we go. There's a photo my wife took, so click that one. Cool. Alright, so crop it to make it look right. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so we have that set up. Let's cancel. So click publish. Now this is where we're going to be setting new headers up here if you want. And that is pretty much about it. If you're like me though and want to get rid of this down here, proudly powered by WordPress, then we can go ahead and edit that. So obviously right here, this is where we can edit all this stuff directly, so we don't have to like rebuild the wheel here. But if we want to edit this, you can see there's not an option. So we're gonna go to. Okay, got a little lost there. In order to edit proudly powered by WordPress, we have to go back to the dashboard and then go to appearance and then click theme editor, right? And then we have to find the footer part. I believe it's site info. Alright, so if you click on proudly powered by WordPress, it redirects you here. Obviously, we don't want that. So we're just going to type in our IP address. 3.217.51.112 and whatever the name of your site is, test site. All right. So we kind of use this as a thing to get back to the home page, right? So you could literally just call it that, right? Home page. Cool. So update file. Actually, let's do HTTP here, just to make sure. Cool. All right. So if we go back to our website here, we should see this home page. We click on it, and we're back to where we were. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Hopefully this now seems a lot less daunting. And remember, we just need to map this IP address to a DNS record and you will be good to go. So I found a site that does it for $20 for a whole year. Amazon charges $12 a month, so I would recommend you not to use Amazon for that service, but yes. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.